What up everyone, it's your man Xman87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends news video, and what I have for you today is the new Marvel Legends 85th year anniversary Spider-Man Retro Series Venom reveal. Before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like, rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, we gotta talk about this. Alright, so if you are regretting purchasing that Amazon exclusive Venom 3-pack because you were waiting for a single carded release, or if you were mad that you couldn't afford that 3-pack because you were waiting for a solo release, well, don't regret it, and also be careful what you wish for because it is a Walmart exclusive, and I promise you that this will be a lot harder to attain than that 3-pack, because Walmart exclusives are always a pain in the ass. They always save it for those Walmart collector con things, and if you're not there on point at the time of sale, you're shit out of luck. And even if you are present at the time of sale, you're still shit out of luck because it's mostly going to be bought up by bots anyway, and it's going to be sold out right away. But this is not the same Venom as that 3-pack, nor is it the same Venom that was a post-con exclusive back in 2021, based off the animated series with the cell shading. This is more comic inspired because it doesn't have the animated heads like that cell shaded one from the post-con exclusive had, and the logo is different. This is more of a comic inspired Venom, just like that Venom 3-pack was. And trust me, sometimes they do this thing where they have the animated figures and they just don't add the cell shading to them. But for sure, this is not animated based because, like I mentioned, different heads, and the logo is completely different. So the logo is not the same as that 2021 animated series version. We do get one of the same heads reused from that Venom 3-pack with the tongue lashing backwards. So we do get that. However, we do get a new style head, and it is an updated McFarlane style head, which they haven't done since the 2015 Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave, I want to say. So this is much better. Like, the update on this head looks extremely accurate to that McFarlane style head. Not saying that the 2015 one wasn't accurate. I still think that was a good looking McFarlane style head, but this one is just so much better. It looks more animated in a comic way. I love it, man. The shape of the eyes and the sculpt of the eyes look 100 times better than that last one. And he has the same hands that he's had before with the fist and the claws out. The whip patch on top of his hand is a different shape, because the other ones had a more like rectangular looking shape. And that McFarlane style head is not the only thing that's new. The most important thing to note is that we get a newly retooled, redesigned Omega Red torso with the double diaphragm joint. So it's going to work the same as the Renew Your Vows with the upper torso swivel on top of the ab crunch. And I'm a fan of this articulation style. You guys know this, and I've always loved it when DC Icons introduced this new articulation scheme. I love that DC Icons line. They were the first to introduce this style, and I know this because I was a huge fan of that line. And also, some people think that Marvel Legends started this articulation scheme. No, it didn't. Trust me. Even Bobby Valla told me that it was DC Icons for sure, as he even stole that idea for his 12-inch Marvel Legends line, which, man, that 12-inch Marvel Legends line, I wish I had a Venom. And now that style is being implemented to the 6-inch Marvel Legends line for the past 4 years or so. DC Icons deserve their flowers and full credit for introducing this articulation style. And yeah, I would like, the double diaphragm joint with a ball joint at the waist down the line, but for now, this is good. I think my biggest problem with this, and this is my only complaint, is that they took the time to introduce a new torso style to retool the Omega Red body, but not make them pinless at the limbs. Like, it just seems like a complete waste. What a waste! I'll never understand how Hasbro operates, man. They'll update the obsolete bodies like Spider UK to pinless, but not the newer bodies that fans love the most, like the Omega Red body. I mean, it's a popular buck. You know, these are the ones that should take priority to update pinless. I don't get it, man. I really do not get it. But you know, it's part of their scheme. They're going to want you to get this, go crazy for it, and then introduce another Venom with the same torso and finally update the limbs to pinless. You know, that's just bound to happen. Especially on an anniversary figure, man. All they got to do, you know, pinless is just injected plastic molding onto it. You know, they could have went above and beyond for the consumer here. That aside, right? That aside, just focusing on the new torso, I'm going to give you a breakdown analysis and comparing this buck to the last buck. So here's a side-by-side comparison, and as you can see, this new buck, this new torso, it looks great. I think the oblique muscles look much better than the last one. You know, they still have that angular shape going upwards. It looks very, very nice. The traps are the one things they fixed, so no more gaping holes in those. In the Venom 3-pack, they had those little symbiote tendrils plugged in, poking out. The animated series one just freaking had those damn holes. It was terrible. But yeah, that's covered up, and not just that, the traps look more muscular, more defined. The chest, while they look the same, there are some few differences. You can even see where the top ab muscles are lined up. You can see the difference there. And some of the chest muscles. The chest, they kept a little... They kept the same width, because it's still going to have those nice wide butterfly joints that you'll get a lot of range. So it still has that similar narrow cut on the chest. And then you got the double diaphragm joint, a lot more muscular, and you can see the abs are more defined in the lower ab, the midsection right there leading towards the crotch. So, you know, definitely a lot more muscular there. But overall, it looks great. It looks way better, and I'm kind of wishing that we had this torso for the Wolverine 50th anniversary Sabretooth. Another thing to note is there is no disc hinge on this torso at the neck area. It's just a ball joint. So my only concern, if the head is going to look far up, you know, sometimes with these ball joints it's tricky. They don't look up enough, you know, and you might not get that desired range you're looking for. So I'm hoping he looks, you know, further up than the usual standard ball joint, because that disc hinge on the Omega Red body is great. You know, he can look all the way up and all the way down, so I hope there's no hindrance there. It's gonna be great for moving side to side, so we'll have that with this Venom, is being able to pivot his head side to side and also his torso side to side. So, you know, some advantages there for the articulation, and you know, posing is going to be a lot of fun with this guy. I think that's it. I pretty much covered everything. Again, accessories, he's got 2 heads and 2 different hands. It is available in the summer, and it will retail for $24.99, so that's a great price. Knowing that the animated series version that was a post-con exclusive was like, what, 40 bucks? No, man, no. For what? Special packaging? Nah, not worth it. It came with just as many accessories as this new one does. It was highway robbery with that figure, but this one is $24.99. It's priced fair. And even though it's on the retro packaging, it is a subline to the 85th year, because it's not encased in that 85th year packaging. But, you know, they slapped a sticker on it, so it's part of a subline. I was hoping for... when I heard rumors of this anniversary Venom, I was hoping for a Venom on the Caliban style body in blue, like an MVC 2 version, to have that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Venom look, you know, with the blue on the Caliban body. Maybe I still want to see that. Don't get me wrong, I still want to see it, especially with the new updated retooled Caliban body that Scar has. That one has the butterfly joints. That would be great. Like, I'm still all for this Venom. Don't get me wrong. It's Venom. He is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time. I'll grab anything Venom. But I'm still going to review it for you guys. You know, yeah, I complain about pinless. I get that. Everyone always says, oh my god, you complain about pinless. But this is the third Venom now on the Omega Red body style, and it's still not pinless? Come on, let's keep it real here. There's no reason why it shouldn't be pinless. Come on, man, I gotta be blunt with you. I gotta call it like it is. I call out the bullshit. If they took the time to retool, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record again, because I know I've said this multiple times before, but I want you to understand this for real. Like, if you're taking the time to retool a new torso, then take the time to make it completely pinless. Update that buck to pinless. Especially those legs, because they're known to warp big time, and I care about quality. I care about the quality of my figures, so make it worth it. Hasbro, you gotta show that you care about the consumer's wallet. You know it's gonna take Hasbro 85 tries to finally get it right, but hopefully on the next Venom attempt on this body, they can finally get it right, finally make it pinless, and you know, that would be great. So I'm excited to pose this guy. I'm excited to test the range on this new articulation style for this specific buck. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. You know, I hope we get good range pivoting side to side, good range pivoting on the ball joint for the neck, side to side and up and down. Very important. The only thing I wonder is if there will be drop down legs for this Venom, because normally when they do that retro style, not all the times, but sometimes they implement the drop down hips. So we've seen it before with Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and sometimes we don't have it with this new articulation style like Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now I kick it back to you. What do you think of this Spider-Man Retro Series 85 Years Venom? Are you copying, passing, sticking with your 3-pack if you already have it? And what do you think about this newly retooled Omega Red Buck torso? This is something I've been wanting to see for this buck, having the double diaphragm joint. So comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. Thanks for watching another Marvel Legends news video. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xman87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.